In the Soul Land 2. After the Snow Queen's soul restored its true form, he was almost killed by Tang San. Hui Yuhao was terrified. The 700,000-year-old Snow Queen today, with the help of Electrolux, became Hui Yuhao's soul. But in this process, Snow Queen lost some of her spiritual consciousness and memory. So now Snow Queen has become like Little Snow Girl. Although Little Snow Girl is as small as a baby, but her strength is not weak at all. Her 3 powerful skills. Even the Titan ape was frozen into an ice cube. And after the Snow Girl merged with Hui Yuhao, she also added 400,000-year spirit rings to Hui Yuhao. Because only in this way, the Little Snow Girl can grow up faster. Restored to the appearance of the Snow Queen. Not long after that, the Little Snow Girl was in an accident. Restored to the true form of the Snow Queen. At this time, the Snow Queen took action. Scared all the 100,000-year soul beasts. Almost killed by Tang San. After Hui Yuhao returned to Shrek Academy from the Sun Moon Empire, he then knew Wang Dong's true identity. It turns out that Wang Dong is a girl. She is the goddess of light that he has always wanted to see. From then on, the two of them confirmed their relationship. The second soul fighting competition is about to come. But at this moment, Hui Yuhao learned that Wang Dong would not live past the age of 18. We need a fairy grass similar to the heartbroken red to save Wang Dong. And finding this fairy grass is not an easy task. This fairy grass grows in the yin-yang eyes of ice and fire in the sunset forest. Tang San 10,000 years ago. It is here that many immortal herbs are found. Now, 10,000 years have passed. The plant-type soul beasts that grow here have all grown into 100,000-year soul beasts. Hui Yuhao wants to obtain the acacia heartbroken red. He must pass the test. During this test, Hui Yuhao almost died because of this. In order to pass the test, Hui Yuhao used a soul guide. Took out a soul guide cannon. A cannon blasted into the spring water of the yin-yang eye of ice and fire. And at this time, the Little Snow Girl begins to absorb the extreme cold power of the extreme ice spring. Have her body continue to grow. Finally restored to the form of a cold and aloof snow girl. At this moment, the Snow Queen shows the power of a 700,000-year soul beast. Scared the 100,000-year soul beast in the eyes of the ice and fire yin-yang. Especially the 100,000-year-old fiery apricot. Just when testing Hui Yuhao, bullying Hui Yuhao badly, the Snow Queen made a move. Instantly froze the area around the fiery apricot into a world of ice and snow. The fiery apricot was frightened by the Snow Queen's powerful strength. Hurry up and warn the Snow Queen. This is Tang San's test of Hui Yuhao. And said that if you dare to touch it, God King Tang San will definitely not let her go. If Tang San takes action, even if the Snow Queen has 700,000 years of cultivation, it will certainly be reduced to ashes. But the arrogant character of the Snow Queen is not threatened at all. She immediately activated the Snow Queen's 3 absolutes to destroy this place. Hui Yuhao was so frightened that he immediately stopped the Snow Queen. If this place is really destroyed, then the acacia heartbroken red that Hui Yuhao had been searching for would also be destroyed. Wang Dong couldn't be saved, and Hui Yuhao didn't want to live alone. Everyone would die by then. The helpless Snow Queen could only give up. This time the Snow Queen's restoration of her true form was only temporary. It wasn't long before she turned back into the form of a little snow girl. This video will end here. Thank you for watching.